All right, well, me, Dad, and Colton over here at Carrie's, and we're going to button up Colton's 406. All rods is in, pistons and stuff's in, everything's torqued and good to go. In place set, cams in, timing cover's on. It's a nice new two-piece timing cover. All these big fancy reusable oil pan gaskets. They come with the Milodon pan.
Yeah, my new one that we're not using.
Yeah, that we're not using. We're keeping them in Rosso. Simply because we don't want to cut the front of the truck up and all that. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. It was working fine. But we did realize that because this has oil restrictors in it, the top end of the engine was not getting nowhere near enough oil for street driving. You're not supposed to street drive with oil restrictors. So we've got, Dad has these, where's them valve covers, Dad? Right here. Dad got these valve covers years ago. Who made these?
Richard Childress. Richard
Childress valve covers, and they have oil holes right here that spray oil on everything. You just plumb oil feeds to them, so you get all the oil up top, so you get all that extra lubrication and cooling. So we're gonna plumb them lines in for Colton's, and they have some big fancy.
And them boys plumbed them right in their shop where they built them.
Mm-hmm. It's probably what, $900 set of valve covers if you had to buy them.
At least a set like that'll cost you $1,000. Richard Childress probably more than that. I don't think you can get it that.
Yeah, we got to run them because this thing really has to have some extra oil up top. And we're not.
It's a street truck, so.
Yeah, we're not taking the oil restrictors out.
Yeah, no.
If we was going to take him out, we'd go with a hydraulic roller and all that. But with oil restrictors out, it loses oil pressure up top because yeah, because this is a direct oil system, so it just fills all this oil and then it just pumps a lot.
Very first time.
And that's a standard volume pump, which you have to run with the SHP block. So yeah, that's what used to happen. He would launch it and it would have good oil pressure. By the time he made the end of the pass, it was down like 40 PSI.
Yeah,
or lower.
It'd only be on like 20 PSI of oil pressure.
Yeah, which is not good. It never hurt nothing like that, but it just, and we know that this is working great because when the bottom end come apart, it was looking fantastic. So
yeah,
roll that thing back here.
Boom, son. Good Colton. We got Colton.
Oh, look at him. He looks like a Pantene commercial.
I ain't got enough to do all mine. He still got a head of hair.
Oh, that looked like one of them commercials. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know it's shirt.
Okay.
Where's your Pantene ball?
Oh, no, that's what it was. Remember that movie Shrek when Prince Charming pulled the helmet off and he goes, yeah, that was it right there, exactly. That's right, that's it. I wonder if I could cut and edit that scene into this video of him doing that. Oh, but yeah, we're trying to button this thing up and get it back in there so we can go racing with it. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Motor's gonna sit a little longer this time. He changed the mounts.
Yeah, we got solid mounts and probably put solid mounts on the trans too. But most time you gotta have solid. One of Dad's 57 went solid. It's been fantastic. Solid everything.
You can buy one of them mounts for it, ain't shit. Bolt it in there.
But hopefully it still does its wheelies and all that. Dropping that engine down is it'll hurt your wheelies, believe it or not.
Well, we don't need it to come up too high.
Listen to this guy. We don't need it coming up too high.
Yeah,
he's right.
I'll turn that roll pad out from there.
But then once we put it on the fuel pump.
Well, that's a fuel filter.
Yeah,
filter.
Few sparks and fuel.
It'll still wheelie. It just won't. Well, maybe it have enough more power now that it'll.
That's how much it'll take off.
Yeah. See, we've changed the RPM range with the cam swap. The peak torque is going to be where he's going to be leaving, versus the old one. It was done. Yeah, it was. So, because he leaves at what? He leaves at 4,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be leaving right where that cam's getting happy. And it's going to have so much more up top now that it ought to mile an hour like it should have been doing to begin with.
Yeah. So the chap would say, how that works, Sonny? And he'd go.
Yeah. Sonny Chapman dead. Man, me and Dad's talking on the way over here about all the old hot rods and the old cars used to be around.
We're talking about just the cars that was around, everything had center lines on it, man. There's such cool ass car there.
We was talking about Mike Black's Nova, which there's a video a long time ago of us going and looking at it. Mike, you need to let us come fix that car. You need to get back on the street with it.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, like I know you watch videos. We need to get that car out. I will rebuild the carburetors. I'll fix it for you if you'll just get out and drive it. I'll do it.
Yeah.
And trust me, I can do it.
Yeah, oh yeah, he can fix it.
But that would be killer to see that car come out of that garage and him roll through them gears. Because Dad said the black truck feels a lot like driving it at night when you pull out. And the way it behaves, that solid cam and that 5-speed stuff in it.
Sound and the act, just and the way it sounds, it reminds me of Mike's car so much. I'm like, God, shit, yeah. That's a cool car. He said, why Mike park it? I said, I don't know. I said, it broke that leaf spring thing out there, but that's about all I know. I said,
yeah, the leaf spring hanger tried to come through the trunk,
yeah.
which all you'd have to do is push it back down, brace it up, weld it all back in.
Yeah, it just
it'd be good.
Welded in there and fixed, but it's not that ain't no big thing.
No, that's an afternoon. Pop the carbs off and
that thing back out, man. Life's too short not to drive.
oh, it's a killer car. If you go back in the videos, you can look and find it.
Yeah.
But his car being black was the reason I first painted my 64 black, because it just looked good. Man, it looked good.
It's kind of a black, brown, metallic. It's a pretty paint job out in the sun. It's got center lines on it.
Mm-hmm. Snorkel scoop.
Little 5-inch snorkel scoop on it, man. Muncie. I think it's 488 gear, 456, 12 bolt. That thing's sweet. V8 shifter. That's just a lot of car.
Yeah.
We were just talking about old center lines before everything had center lines, man. Everything looked so good with center lines. You can put center lines on a wheelbarrow and it looked good. Oh my God. They're such a good looking wheel. Hey, you got any pictures of your Camaro?
That black one you had.
Yeah,
Was that like the first tubbed out or Pro Street looking car that was anywhere around here?
Pretty close. Right there. It's right there to Billy Bryson's leg.
Yeah, and somewhere I've got some pictures of it. But
I told Jess, I said, that's the first one that had well wheels on just Pro Street. I said, that car was slick. He said, I bet he's got a picture of it. That car was slick.
It was slick.
It was. Yeah, Billy Bryson was probably the first Pro Streeter.
He had a blower, right? That's that Vega you was talking about.
Yeah, he put a blower stuff on it, but it was red wagon. Had the center lines all around, 12 bolt and 5 bolt center lines on it. And had a black stripe that come down the hood, had a big moon tank in the back of it, and that was fast too. Yeah.
Billy Bryson, I don't know if y'all remember the video of me when I first took my car to the track at Shadyside. The red Camaro, it was a 90s model Camaro. IROC with the black wheels on it. It was running 520s. That's Billy Bryson's.
Billy's always been fast on the street.
This dude took a stock crank, stock block 400, put 400 horse shot through it, and like I was saying in the earlier video of John's, took it all day long. I mean, took it and just kept going. Yeah, he's probably making like 800 on that combination.
He's a good dude, man. He's been around since I was young, man. He's always had something mean shit that he don't play. But yeah, hold on, I'll find a picture of that car. That bitch looks so good. The first record trip was over to get that car and brought it up Sonny's. Grant put the rear end stuff up under it. Had the center lines on the front, and it was primed black. That was my first record trip with Grant. He was taking me out to drive a record. Went over and he said, "We're gonna get this Vega." And I was like,
"Whew."
Yeah. Center lines are cool.
Flat black with center lines. There's none better.
I got the rear end there and stuff under. Put them back ones on it. Holy smoke!
They look right on that trunk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they look good.
I'll find a picture of those.
I'm gonna pause right there where you look.
Yeah.
Is that the only picture you got?
No, there's one of it. Had a big moon tank back here and Rosso sticker on it. It had a blown small block in it.
The first blower car
there's his
around
Camaro.
here.
That's how his Camaro.
Yeah, that's a Camaro.
He don't play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A big shot of nitrous. Yeah. That's a 383 he was spraying on that one.
There is one that had the blower and stuff on it. Had a little one of the street scoops on it and shit. And I think that's him right there.
That's cool.
Had the mully rolling.
Yeah, the mully rolling.
Another street racing. I think that's down there on the Inca Mile, I believe.
Man, that's cool. Where we was at the other day, right over here?
I think that's that road that comes up right where John lives up here.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's on down here. That's toward that end of it, I think. I believe. There it is.
Oh wow, that is cool.
Well, it didn't have a black stripe. I thought it had a black stripe on the hood. I guess.
Oh, that's cool.
I thought it had a black stripe.
All right, lifters are in. These are Howards as well, just like the other ones. We're a fan of the Howards. They're the most affordable for the most part, but they take the abuse. They do well. So it should be good. All right, lifters are in, but you got to do the lifters before you do the heads. I mean, like I said before, you got to do the lifters, then the heads, because these are a plus 300, and you can't put them in there They will not go in if you put the heads on.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Alright, had to change 2 valves of this thing. Had 2 bad valves on the top there, so we got new ones at $50 a piece.
Yeah.
Now, there ain't nothing about this stuff cheap. Nothing at all.
No.
So, but at least it was 2 and not 16.
Yeah. Yeah, that was gonna suck if it was all of them.
But yeah, we'll throw some Molly lube, that torque lube on the head bolts and torque them to spec. Should be good to go. Got another set of MLS gaskets, which, like I said, MLS gaskets are a freaking killer. They hold in all the boost. They hold it all in there. Even when you don't need it to, it holds it all in there.
Yeah.
All right, there's our MLS head gasket. I think this is a 41 thousandths, 41 or 42 thousandths compressed thickness. It's hard to believe that those things do what they do, but they are phenomenal. All right, heads are torqued, 30, 50, 70 foot-pounds of the ARP head bolts. We're going to go with studs, but we're going to wait and do studs later. We got them, we'll do studs later. Oh yeah, we're going to put the balancer on and then drop the priming tool here and prime this thing after we get the rockers and push rods and stuff on it, which I guess I need to start clearancing them rockers. All right. She is primed at 60 pounds of oil pressure. Run that freaking drill for like 20 minutes. We got oil everywhere, so we are good. Lash is set. Push rods are in. Lash is set at 17 cold. Should open up to about 21, 22. These are my rockers. We're not running these like permanently running them. He just has to wait till he gets his. But this will be able to put the engine together and get it down in the truck and all that. So
Yeah.
sweet. Alright, intake's on. These are not the valve covers we're running. The valve covers are running in the back of the truck. I gotta paint them. But yeah, that's everything. So she's about ready to go back in there. There's gonna be water pump pulleys and all that, but we'll probably do that after we set it in there. Alright. We got the solid mounts made. I got a gusset goes across there so we tighten down and don't flex the mounts. Everything stays nice and solid and fixed. And I got spacers welded to that. Shim it out where it needs to be. And we're going to drop this engine and stuff back down in there. Alright, fixing the roller back here and drop her in. And then bolt everything up. She had a little bit more pep this time. Yeah, I had to clearance the frame to get this massive starter on there.
Yeah.
But it's on there now. It fit and it's tight and it's good. So all the motor mounts and stuff are on. Everything's working. Man, that sucked. It was like 3 hours doing that.
Yeah, that sucked.
But it's on there and nobody else has got one on a small block.
Man, big time fancy starter.
Yeah. Starter's worth a lot of money.
Yeah. Alright,
engine and stuff is in. We're gonna call it right there, and tomorrow me and Colton will button everything up and fire it up. Alright, valve covers are on. These are the oil and valve covers, are shot in black. Pulleys on, water pumps on, everything. Plugs are in, distributors in, caps on. Doing headers, then probably turbos, then radiator, and transcooler lines. Alright. Everything is pretty much back where it's supposed to be. But I need to get adjustable to tighten these AN lines here for the transcooler. And then hook a battery up, put coolant in it or water. Fix it here with the new cam, everything for the first time. More compression. Different cam. I'm not going to tell you whether bigger or smaller. You know that. It's bigger. But yeah, different cam. And we're fixing to hear it. From blowed up to rebuilt to back together in the truck. Okay. Everything was together. This is going to be the first initial start attempt on the S10 after the rebuild. So. Cut the ignition off. Yeah, the box is just not happy. Try again and try to start it.
Ready?
Why is it doing that? I can't figure that out. Flip the ignition switch on. God! Oh, that sucks.
So it's the coil wire doing it.
It's the box. It's triggering constant. It's just a constant trigger. Well, that got me about 6 times right there. And it's on camera. Do what? Oh, that sucked. Oh, I'm gonna pause this because, well, the MSD box is shot. It's literally as soon as you turn the ignition on, it just keeps arcing like. As you can see, where it got me, and then I grabbed the pliers, was doing it again a minute ago, and it got me like 4 or 5 more times. So when they say multiple spark discharge, they're not kidding. It's multiple sparks. I ain't even got good by MSD like that in a long while. So MSD 1, Justin 0. Climb back in there and flip the thing on and see if it does. Maybe y'all can hear it where it just goes. And it won't even
like Star Trek.
Yeah, it won't even try to start it. It won't even go. Here. It's just cut off. Yeah, that's something that's bad wrong with that MSD box. Dad's done the exact same thing. The car started running rough, wouldn't want to start and all that, and I put a box on it, fired it up perfect. So we'll have to swap that box out.
Hit that time real close, dude.
Yeah. All right. Try it. Cool.
Ready?
Yeah. That's 32 right there. That good old pressure and stuff.
Yeah. It's about 150 degrees.
Alright, this mixture's all out of whack now.
It's a little rich.
Yeah, it's a lot rich. This can, like I said,
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to redo the,
Whole thing.
I don't know, the mixture and the idle and all that stuff. Alright, try it again.